We have reached the final part of our climate change series. We have been discussing problems and concerns related to climate change, so does everybody about it. So, what is so different about it? As the impacts of climate change continue to manifest, the importance of adaptation and building resilience becomes increasingly evident. My dear friends, we have been discussing about various aspects of climate change at a beginner's level. We have tried to understand what climate change is all about, what are the governing factors that amplify the effect on not only at ecology, at economy, and also in the administrative point of view. We have also seen that who are the stakeholders that are at the firing line receiving the brunt of this climate change phenomena. Also, we have understood the pros and cons of each and every factors that is responsible for creating the cause of climate change. Now, we will be discussing about at our level as a society, as an individual, as a government, as an authority, what are the adaptation measures we can think about. This episode will not only it will not give any kind of recommendation or any foolproof solution, but rather we will be discussing what we can do at our own capacity to being part of this cause of reducing climate change phenomena. Hello everyone, how are you all? I'm Devottam and you are listening to Better You Better Life, a self-improvement plan podcast, season 1, episode 36. This is the final episode, that is the seventh part of this climate change series, where we will be discussing about the adaptation and mitigation strategies that we can adopt at various levels. As the impact of climate change continue to hamper the humankind, let us try to understand what adaptation is all about. Adaptation is evident in almost every aspect of our life. Our life is shaped by the kind of adaptation we do as per the surroundings. So, in a climate change lens point of view, or from climate change aspect, we can define adaptation as the actions or the steps we can take to adjust to the climate change and minimize its adverse effects. While resilience entails the ability to withstand and recover from climate related shocks and stresses. In this episode, we will try to understand the significance of adaptation and resilience building in the face of a changing climate. By exploring strategies such as infrastructure upgrades, improved water management, and community based initiatives, we can actively work towards fostering resilience and ensuring a sustainable future for all. First aspect is infrastructure upgrades for climate resilience. Adopting infrastructure to withstand climate change impact is crucial for building resilience in communities. This includes retrofitting buildings to be more resilient to extreme weather events such as hurricanes or floods. Infrastructure upgrades can also include the development of green infrastructure such as urban parks, green roofs, and permeable pavements, which help absorb excess rainfall and reduce heat island effects and enhance overall resilience. The best example that I can remember right now is the Singapore International Airport. Just go there. If somebody visits Singapore, then you will see how nicely they have upgraded the urban infrastructure with a mix of ecology as well as the renewable sources of energy for energy harvesting. Another aspect that I'm going to highlight here is the improved water management. Let us take a pledge. Let us determine that we will not waste a single drop of water in our household. See, oh my dear friends, water is a very, very costly resource. Soon, it will become costlier than oil and data in the future. People who are at the bottom of the pyramid are the most vulnerable ones. So, water management plays a vital role in adaptation efforts, particularly in regions facing increased water scarcity or extreme precipitation. Implementing sustainable water management practices such as rainwater harvesting, then recycling of water, and improved irrigation techniques can help mitigate the impacts of climate change on water resources. Additionally, enhancing natural water retention systems such as wetlands, mangroves, and floodplains that can provide natural buffers against flooding and support ecosystem health. And the final aspect which we think that we can take adaptation is at the based on community initiatives. See, community-based initiatives are essential for adaptation and building resilience at a very, very local level. Let us try to engage people and communities, including those vulnerable people, in the decision-making process and empowering all of us to identify the unique vulnerabilities and strengths, fosters ownership, and enables tailored adaptation strategies. Community-led initiatives can include early warning systems, local climate action plans, and the development of sustainable livelihoods that are more resilient to climate impacts. Moreover, building social cohesion and fostering knowledge sharing within communities strengthens their capacity to cope with and recover from climate related challenges. It will help them to bring out of the shell and think something out of the box for their own survivability. The final aspect is enhancing ecosystem resilience. We all know that it is not a secret, or it is not specified to particular community, but it is our moral duty to protect and restoring ecosystems that is vital for building resilience and adapting to a climate change. Ecosystems such as forest, reserve forest, wetlands, and coral reefs, mangroves provide critical services including regulating water flow, storing carbon, and protecting against natural disasters. Preserving and restoring these ecosystems not only enhances their resilience but also benefits local communities by improving water quality, then providing habitat for biodiversity and supporting sustainable livelihoods. Adaptation and resilience building are indispensable elements of our response to climate change. So, my dear friends, on a concluding note, by investing in infrastructure upgrades, improved water management, community-based initiatives, and ecosystem resilience, we can foster the capacity to withstand and recover from climate-related challenges. On a concluding note, it is through these proactive measures that we can create a more sustainable future, ensuring that well-being and prosperity of current and future generations. By recognizing the importance of adaptation and resilience, we empower ourselves to actively contribute to climate solutions and shape a world that is better equipped to face the complexities of a changing climate. I hope you found this episode helpful. We are concluding our climate change 7-part podcast series. For the next episode, we will touch another topic or skill in order to become better version of ourselves. I hope you like my initiative. Thank you so much everyone for listening to our podcast. Until then we meet next time. Enjoy your weekend. Signing off.